Elly Cruz is the #1 prospect in all of baseball and has taken the MLB world by storm. Today we are going to go through and sim his entire career. This doesn't look anything like Elly Cruz, but he starts out with an 81 overall. But before we get into it, we gotta play for some, so here's some goals we're gonna go over. The first goal is to reach a 95 overall with Elly Cruz. Right now, he's an 81. The second is we need to win a World Series, make 8 All-Star games with Elly, set a Reds single-season franchise record, doesn't matter if it's home runs, RBIs, stolen bases, or hits, lead the league in a statistical category, win the home run derby, secure a contract north of $150 million, gotta secure that bag, finish top 5 in MVP voting 3 times, get 400 career home runs, followed by 300 career stolen bases. And if he wins Rookie of the Year this year, I can get rid of any single one of these challenges and replace it with that. And if we do not complete every single one of these challenges, I will give one person who is currently subscribed to the channel and comments Elly down in the comment section $20. And I mean, these stats just ain't gonna cut it. So he will get a +1 attribute boost to a stat of my choice for every 10 homers he hits, RBIs, and stolen bases. Season numero uno is in the bank, and the Reds didn't make the playoffs. No shock there, we're building for the future. Elly Cruz in his first season, 530 at-bats, hit 22 home runs, 60 RBIs, 21 stolen bases. And the total between those three is 103, so we have 10 attribute boosts that we can put towards Elly's stats. We got 10 attribute boosts. I think it's going to be important to get the power a little bit up. He's a switch hitter, so I'm going to put 5 of that towards the power versus lefties, get it up to 63. 3 towards contact versus lefties, up to 65. Just because 66 freaks me out, I'm going to get this up to a 68. He only went up 1 overall, but he's up to an 86. Elly Cruz finishes 3rd in the Rookie of the Year voting. Not enough to get rid of one of our goals. Yo, what the fuck is this? Since when is Fernando Tatis a rookie? Going into year 2, doesn't look like we made any major additions. We got Zach Eflin to help the rotation out a bit. Joey Votto still on the team, going into his age 40 season. We're getting a lot of the young guys a chance this season. Of course, we got Elly. I have no idea who the hell this guy is, but he's got a 6 stash. Noel Marte's on the team. Same with Edwin Arroyo. I don't think we'll make playoffs this season. I'm just hoping for improvement. And we're just blowing up our future for Cade Povich and Cesar Prieto. What are we doing, man? This is why the Reds have been irrelevant for so long. Alright, we're still shit. Elly Cruz worked his way up to a 90 overall, and he took a slight step back. Hit 22 home runs, same as he did his rookie season, 73 RBIs, and only 10 stolen bases. That's a total of 105, so we have another 10 points we can use towards his attributes. I need more stolen bases out of this guy, so I'm gonna boost his speed by 5. Same with his stealing to get it up to a 74. Off season number 2, let's see if we can pick up some studs and actually make a run towards a playoff berth this year. Doesn't look like we picked up anybody to boost the lineup a bit. We still got this guy pouring stash and all. Of course, we got an off-brand Elly who looks nothing like him leading the charge. Then Christian Encarnacion Strain got his first debut last year. Looks like he's gonna be an everyday guy this year. All right, come on, man. Let's at least get to 500. We're shooting low here, but this is year 3. We need to see some major improvements. Dude, I'm so confused why we're trading all our good players to division rivals. It just keeps getting worse and worse, man. Do the Reds just not care about winning? Elly's up to a 94 overall after year 3, and I'm undecided how to feel about this year. He only played 100 games, only 16 home runs, his career low, 67 RBIs, and he only stole 5 stolen bases. I don't get it. Run more. Let's grand total of 88 points, so he only gets 8 attribute boosts this time around. I'm not gonna even lie, I need more stealing, so I'm gonna put all 8 points towards his stealing, get it up to an 80. Going into year 4, we finally made some additions to the lineup. We got Oscar Gonzalez from the, I almost said the word that you can't say anymore, from the Guardians. Yeah, I'm out here trying to get canceled. We also got Christian Walker, so a big time power bat added to the lineup. Can this lineup help us win games? We still have a very young rotation, and then right there we trade one of our best outfield prospects. Bro, are we just gonna try rebuilding for the next 20 years? Once again, we did not make the playoffs this season, but we did finish just above 500. Step in the right direction. Damn, we still finished 3rd in a terrible Central Division. Elly Cruz with his best season as a pro though, 36 doubles, career high. 30 home runs, career high. His first 30 home run season, 94 RBIs, just short of a hundo. Only 13 stolen bases. That's 130 37. We got 13 attribute boosts that we can use towards him. Last couple seasons, we've been focusing on the speed a little bit. We got to get that power up a little bit higher. He just had his first 3rd home run season, so I'm gonna get the power versus lefties all the way up to a 70. Got 5 points left. I'm gonna use it first power versus righties, get that to an 83. He is sitting at a 97 overall, and we finally finished our first goal after year 4, which is to reach a 95 overall. We got a long ways to go. Year 4 was a huge step in the right direction, but we only have 1 of our 10 goals with Elly done so far, so I'm kind of getting a little bit nervous here. We still got plenty of time left. We just acquired Teoscar Hernandez from the Rays, a big time addition to the lineup. Along with Teoscar Hernandez, we acquired Byron Buxton and Mitch Haniger. Our lineup is far and away the best it's been. Still a little bit worried about the rotation, but Sir Elliam is only going into his age 25 season, so we still got plenty of years left ahead of him, and I'm hoping this new revamped Reds lineup can help us finally go to the playoffs.
2 seconds later.
I don't know what happened, man. Even with all the money that we spent in the offseason, we finished with damn near 90 losses and 4th place in the NL Central. This is why the Reds never spend any freaking money. And Elly went down 3 overalls to a 94. In year 5, he had 25 home runs, 71 RBIs, 13 stolen bases. Right there's 109. I'm gonna round it up since it's so close. So we got 11 attribute points. And his average on-base percentage, slugging, and OPS are right in line to what he's done so far in his career, so I don't get why he went down 3 overalls. We'll boost the contact a bit. We haven't touched that at all. We'll boost this up to an 85. We got 5 more points. We'll do versus lefties up to a 72. Okay, his attributes are starting to look pretty nice though. Heading into year 6, the biggest change is we lost a lot of pitching in free agency with Hunter Green going to the Padres and Nick Lodolo somewhere. Luis Patino is now our ace. We'll see how this one goes. And it looks like the failure continues as we go 73 and 89 and don't make the playoffs. Elly De La Cruz with a really good season though, with 28 home runs, 83 RBIs, 11 stolen bases, a 310 average with a 366 on base and a 944 OPS. With everything, that's 122 points. So we got 12 attribute boosts that we can use towards Elly's stats. He really struggles for his left-handed pitching, so we'll get the contact for his lefties up to an 80. We'll use the remaining 5 on power versus lefties, put that at 59. He is now a 97 overall, but unfortunately, we're 6 seasons in, and right now we've only completed 1 of these goals so far. So things are not looking too well. Elly De La Cruz enters free agency for the first time, and it looks like he is asking for about 5 years, $175 million. We are gonna offer him that just to see if he takes it. And Elly De La Cruz did accept our contract of $175 million over 5 years, so we finally get our second goal, which is securing the bag and signing the contract north of $150 million. Looks like that's all the moves the Reds made, because this lineup's kind of ass. As is this rotation, man. What are we doing out here? I feel like we've now been rebuilt for now 7 years. And Elly De La Cruz finally makes his first All-Star game batting leadoff. So we now have 1 out of 8 All-Star appearances. And to celebrate Elly making the All-Star game, for every hit, RBI, home run, and stolen base he gets in it, he earns 3 attribute boosts that we can use to boost his stats. First at bat for Elly, and he absolutely towers one, but I think that's gonna be playable, and it's gonna be caught. And Elly gets a base hit to left field. First All-Star game, and he gets a base hit. Oh, terrible jump. It's a base hit, and Elly's gonna score it. That's another 3 points. What's probably his final at bat, it looks like we're gonna sky another ball to right field. In his first All-Star game, Elly went 1 for 3 with a base hit and a run. So we got 6 points that we can use towards his stats. And we'll use all of it on contact for his left-handed pitching to bring it up to an 87. And things just continuously get worse and worse. Bro, I don't know what we gotta do to make the playoffs. Elly, though, had a crazy year with 33 home runs, 82 RBIs, and 22 stolen bases. Adding everything up, we have 14 attribute boosts that we can use towards him. So we'll bring contact versus righties up to a 90, contact versus lefties up to a 90. We'll use the rest on power versus right-handed pitching. He is now a 99 overall. Damn, our boy's come a long way in 7 years as a pro. Ultimately, we still need to get him that first World Series. Once again, we make no major changes to the lineup, just a few minor additions. Same with the pitching, but our development's getting a little bit better, but I have a feeling this is still going to be a really rough season.
2 seconds later.
Wow, this really fucking sucks. Elly had not a great season compared to what he's done the past couple of years. 23 home runs, 75 RBIs, 11 stolen bases. We have 11 attribute boosts that we can use. Gonna use that all on power versus left-handed pitching, get that up to at least average. I'm getting really fucking sick of losing, so I'm gonna take matters into my own hands here. Juan Soto's a free agent. He's a little bit older, but I really want to bring him on board. We'll go 5 years, about 150 mil. I'm also gonna try to bring in Yuri Perez as well. If we can get either one of these guys, will clearly be a huge boost. And no, Juan Soto goes to the Cubs. I hate this fucking game so much. But we do get Yuri Perez to boost up the rotation. Hopefully it helps, because I'm getting sick of losing. We're also gonna bring back this guy with the porn stash, because he was red, and for whatever reason, we just got rid of him. We got Jared Papas. Not only does he have a really cool last name, but he hit damn near 40 home runs last year. And then we got the porn stash, bringing him back to the Reds. Hopefully this new revamped lineup helps us out a little bit. We at least got some power in the middle of it. Then pitching, we got Yuri. Then a bunch of mediocre guys, but still solid enough. Here we go through year 9. We really need to start picking it up if we want to get all these goals done, because I'm starting to think it can't be done. Hold up. The home run derby is today, and we got 2 Reds in it. Jared Papas, and then Elly De La Cruz. We have a chance to probably complete the hardest goal that we have on this list, so we're absolutely going to hop into here, try to complete this. Alright, here we go, man. This is going to be huge. If we don't get this here, who knows when we'll make the next one. We're going up against Dustin Harris, the 5 seed in the first round. Alright, we got Elly coming up here. If we can hit like 25, I'll be feeling really good about my chances in round 1. But Jesus, we are absolutely crushing baseballs to start out. That's third deck, 420 feet. Okay, we're gonna take our time out right here. We have 11 home runs so far in round 1. Last shot, we need one here. We need one here. Come on, baby, come on. Oh, we just missed it. Dustin Harris beat us by 1, and we lose just like that in round 1, man. But we do have a Cincinnati Red winning it with Jared Papas. Jared Papas represents the Reds with the Home Run Derby Championship. We were 1 home run short, man. Just 1. Elly De La Cruz makes his 2nd All-Star game batting leadoff. He's now got 2 out of 8 All-Star appearances. We somehow sneak into the playoffs with an 86-76 record. We played the Miami Marlins in round 1. Before we get into that, Elly's down to a 96 overall. What is this? We got 37 home runs, 94 RBIs, and 11 stolen bases. That gives us another 14 points that we can upgrade with. I'm gonna use 7 of that versus contact versus lefties, another 7 versus power versus lefties. Back up to a 98 overall. And Elly De La Cruz did lead the league in doubles with 50. So while it's not one of the major statistical categories, he did lead the league in something, so we now can cross that one off. And our big free agent acquisition and home run derby champ also won MVP this year. But now we got a playoff matchup with the Marlins. We lose the first game 0-2. It's winner go home right here, and we end up getting swept right away, losing 4-6. Well, that was short-lived. Heading into year 10 for Elly De La Cruz, I'm guessing we're roughly halfway done with his career. We still got a lot of missions we need to complete, so we really need to pick things up here. We followed last season's playoff appearance with the below 500 record. We just can never string back-to-back good seasons. And Elly's overall is dropping fast. He is down to a 91 overall. Like, his stats are just going down across the board, and he just turned 30. We're gonna see a lot of regression starting off here. He only played in 102 games, but he still had 23 home runs, 54 RBIs, 8 stolen bases. It's only 8 attribute boosts that we can use, and we'll just use it for power versus lefties, I guess. Here goes what, year 10, year 11. I don't think we're gonna complete all of our goals, but I at least want to start putting a string of really good seasons together with playoff success and individual success. Right now, we are not off to that kind of start. Oh, dude, the Reds are a dumpster fire of a franchise. Oh my God, we went on a hot streak and we made the playoffs. Once again, we are a wildcard team, and we played the Colorado Rockies. Still no All-Star appearance for Elly though, and he's down to an 86 overall. Dude, he's just free falling at this point. 26 home runs, 88 RBIs, 14 stolen bases. Got 13 points that we can use towards his stats. I don't get why his stats are falling so much. He's putting together some really good seasons. But he's starting to get old, and I really need to get some stolen bases. So I'm gonna put all 14 towards his speed, see if it helps with our stolen base production. See if we can finally go on a run here. We do get a win, 10-3. We finish it off? Of course not. We gotta make it interesting. The rubber match, we got Barney Capote. The fuck is this guy, man? Well, he's pitching the do or die game, and we actually win, and we are playing the Chicago Cubs, who just won 102 games. This is gonna suck. Game 1, we lose 1-2. Game 2, we win 9-7, making things at least a little interesting. We win game 2, 1-0. Come on, man, give me one more. Give me one more. Of course not. We're going into another rubber match here. This time we got Phil Montez on the mound, and we've been eliminated by the Cubs. I hate the fucking Cubs so much. At least they went on to win the World Series, so at least we took the World Series champ at game 5. Elly Cruz is a free agent again. We make an offer. It looks like he's asking for 5 years, 85 mil, so good thing he secured the bag the first time around, so we got that mission out of the way. We're gonna, of course, offer that to him. And he did end up accepting that deal, so we might only have 5 more seasons of Elly Cruz. Then he could possibly consider retirement. Damn, bro, so we're really gonna have to step everything up if we're going to want to complete all these missions. And we finally did it. We won the NL Central going 93-69. We will play the Los Angeles Dodgers in the first round. Now, Elly Cruz is down to an 81 overall. Dude, he's about to get his job taken away from him. He finished with 22 home runs, 72 RBIs, and 17 stolen bases. That's 11 attribute boosts that we can use on him. And god damn, he needs all the attribute boost he can get. We're gonna use it all on contact versus lefties, get that up to at least average. First game versus Dodgers, we end up winning that 4-2. Game 2, we take 3-2. Can we finish him off with a clean sweep here? We do just that. We beat the Dodgers in 3, and we end up playing the New York Mets in the NLDS. Game 1, we lose 4-5. Game 2, we win 5-2. We lose 1-4 in game 3. We win 8-3 in game 4. We're just going back and forth. This is a really big game here, and we end up winning at 9-4. We are 1 game away from the World Series. We finish it off with Robbie Ryder on the mound, and we do not. We go to a decisive game 7. Paul Towers starting. Come on, baby, give it to us, and we end up being eliminated by the Mets 3-2. We're now heading into year 13 with Elly Cruz. He's had a really good career up to this far. I just don't know if it's Hall of Fame worthy, and it's definitely not completed a lot of the goals and missions that I had in mind. So a little bit disappointing, but hopefully over the next couple years, we see some really big team success and big seasons out of him. We made the home run derby that 1 year, and we have not made it since. I knew that was going to be a huge one for us. And somehow, even with all the really good seasons that he's had, he's only made 2 All-Star games. And him being old and continuously regressing, I just don't think he's gonna make any more, so I think that's mission kind of is done for. We finished 8 games above 500, but it wasn't enough to make the playoffs. I'm kind of scared to see what Elly's down to now. He's a 73 overall and in AAA. What? Oh dear God, he played 125 games, but only hit 11 home runs, 47 RBIs, 13 stolen bases, and this is just sad to look at. It might be the end of Elly Cruz. We got 7 attribute points we can use towards him, and he needs just about everything. We'll put 3 on contact versus righties and 3 on power versus righties. And our top players are all free agents this year. It looks like it's the end of the Reds as well. You know, man, it was a good run. Elly still had a really good career, might have a few seasons left. It just kind of seems like he fell off a cliff. He had really good seasons, and I don't get why his attributes kept going down. That's part that confuses me. 950 OPS, but his stats went way down. I don't get it. And we were just piling on the losses at this point. Okay, we just went on another run, finished with 85 wins, and we won the division. God damn, how bad was the Central this year? Oh, Jesus, we still won it by 8 games, too. That's really bad. Played the Braves in round 1. We'll see how this shithole goes. We lose 4-5. Guess we'll just lose right here. Yeah, we lose 8-10, and we're done just like that. Another quick one. And our boy, Elly Cruz, is down to a 68 overall and is in AA right now. Holy hell. 13 home runs, 52 RBIs, 16 stolen bases. Only gets another 8 points added to him. Let's do all power versus righties, I guess. I do think that this is going to be his last contract. He'll probably retire here soon. He has 2 more years left on his contract after this one, so I do think after that he will retire. But then he'll be like 36, 37. Elly Cruz just got traded to the Miami Marlins to finish off his career. So this is the new squad that we're going to be rocking with for the next 2 years. We're 70 overall, man. We've barely done enough, but it looks like we'll be the starting shortstop for the Marlins. At this point, I really have no expectations just because we're so damn old and we are regressing like a bitch right now. Like, if I hit 20 home runs at this point in the career, I'd be happy. Ha! And of course, right when Elly leaves, the Reds just become the best team in the league. Marlins, not so much. Elly only played in 45 games this year, hitting 4 home runs, 25 RBIs, 6 stolen bases. That's only 3 points. I'm not gonna even bother adding them to him at this point. This is Elly's last contracted season. I don't even know if he's gonna get any playing time in the majors. He's a 6'2" overall. He's been terrible the past couple of years, so I'm guessing he'll be in AA, AAA most of the year. Collect his $17 million this season, and then skedaddle on out of here. He'll retire. Sucks I couldn't get him that World Series. Doesn't look like he'll get to 400 home runs. Overall, just kind of disappointing. Elly De La Cruz did not make a single major league appearance this year, and his down to was 61 overall. He's a free agent now. Let's see what he decides to do. And it did look like Elly De La Cruz decided to ride off into the sunset. The man finishes his career with 335 home runs, over 1,000 RBIs, and 191 stolen bases. This is where we stand on all the missions we had to complete. He reached a 95 overall, did not win a World Series, only made 2 All-Star games, no Reds franchise record. He did lead the league in doubles one season, only made 1 home run derby, didn't win it, did secure the bag. No top 5 MVP finishes, just short of 400 home runs, and he didn't reach 300 stolen bases. Maybe we set the expectations too high, but let me know your thoughts. If Elly De La Cruz had this type of production in his major league career, would that be successful, or would you be a little bit disappointed? Also, since we didn't complete all these goals, I will give $20 to one person who is currently subscribed and comments Elly down in the comment section. Comment another player you'd like to see me do this with, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.